Hello, welcome to Symbols for Living. My name's Amber. This is the love reading for April 16 for the star sign or the sun sign Aquarius. But naturally, it applies to Aquariuses with, people with an Aquarius ascendant, an Aquarius moon, or possibly just a really strong Aquarius accent in their chart, like a stellium or things like that in the sign of Aquarius. I can see here that it looks like a really beautiful reading. You've got the Empress, the Queen of Wands here. You've got the Nine of Cups here. You've got the Two of Cups, and you've got the Knight of Cups. My favorite, personally. It looks like a really positive month, generally speaking, for love, for the love lives of Aquarius. I can see here that the cards are asking you, or Spirit is showing us that you're possibly on a journey to becoming more intuitive in your relationships and not worrying so much or thinking too much about relationships. So bringing more of your more of the feminine principle out in you, more of the receptive part of you in relationships, rather than the thinking and the doing in relationships. We do have the Prince of Swords leaving in the leaving or recent past position. So it would suggest to me that in relationships in general, you are possibly thinking less, not acting so quickly and making such quick decisions about things, that you are possibly using your intuition and going by how you feel to make decisions in relationships. And with the Knight of Cups also crowning the reading, it does show that there possibly is a new love interest coming into the picture, or maybe spurring this new change in you, because he is very much all about following his heart, his emotion, what makes him happy. He makes decisions based on his emotions, or at least definitely factors them in before making a decision. He's a very loving, very supportive man that could be coming into your life, offering you love and offering you security as well, and just possibly just rubbing that loving balm on the situation. So he's quite a soothing, nurturing, healing kind of person coming into your life, if not already in your life, which seems to be bringing a lot of happiness in. He may have come in quite quickly, because we do have the Knight of Swords here, or maybe you've come around to thinking quite quickly that really it's really all about love and happiness, and that your self-nurturing is really important, with the Knight of Swords here being crossed by the Nine of Cups, does suggest that although you may be or may previously have been moving quite quickly in a direction where you were acting based on your thoughts and your perceptions and judgments of a situation, and your own kind of mental calculations on things, it looks like that's now being crossed by lots of love. And when I say lots of love, lots of emotion, you're now kind of possibly being asked to, maybe by this Knight of Cups person, to act more on your emotions, to get in touch more with your emotions, to be more receptive to the emotional side of you. At the base of the reading, we do have the Knight of Discs, which just speaks to security, and also earthly pleasures even. Also speaks to thinking. It does talk about thinking and strategizing. So at the base of this reading, maybe you do see it as actually that is the best plan forward. Maybe you have previously taken some time out to think about this. And you can see now that really the path to happiness is to be more receptive to your emotions, and you're taking some time out, it looks like, to really ponder that and contemplate on that and let that really kind of sink in. You really are taking this new approach quite seriously, and it looks like you really want to move in that direction. You also got the Two of Cups as the incoming energy for the month of April, which just talk about like the ultimate connection with someone. So you may have found a true connection with somebody that is quite stable with the Knight of Discs, or maybe this new connection in love is offering you some sort of security and real future. But it's making you very happy either way. In your environment section, you have got the Queen of Wands, which does talk about, she's a very fiery character, but also she is representative of the feminine principle of fire. So this could be a person in your life. Maybe it's how people are perceiving you now. They're seeing that although you maybe are quite active and driven and thoughtful, that maybe now they're seeing in you this other side where you are maybe bringing the more femininity into your actions, into the fiery side of you, into the willful side of you. That you're kind of using your intuition more. And your environment seems to be either bringing that to you, asking you to be a bit more intuitive, a bit more receptive, before taking that step forward, or making any plans, or before any action is taken. It looks like you're being a lot more receptive to maybe even what people have to say around you as well. And you're looking more within before acting outwardly. And I think people are noticing that. And this is how maybe you're acting with other people. And it seems to be quite positive, because at the end of the final outcome of the reading, you have got the High Priestess, which again does talk about being receptive and tapping into possibly even your psychic side, like really tapping into your inner world, and you're kind of coming out of your mental approach to things, and you're now kind of looking more internally at I think when you are looking internally, you're finding a lot of good stuff. I think you're really seeing like, wow, like you didn't even notice these things before, and it's really becoming an eye-opener. And for some reason I get the feeling that it's really affecting your self-image. You're feeling more better about yourself. It's bringing you to be more nurturing to yourself and looking into maybe what you really love to do rather than doing what you think you should be doing. Generally speaking, this could also pertain to a relationship. So maybe you've always kind of gone for relationships that made sense, that fitted into your idea of what a relationship should be like. And now you've kind of realized that there's more to it than that, and there's more that can be gained from that, and that maybe if you're a bit more receptive to what was on offer without shutting things out, you will you'll find a lot more happiness, and ultimately I think things will get better in time as well, especially with the Knight of Discs. I think that it will take time. It will take a little bit of time or it will maybe feel like it's taken a lot of time to move things forward, or it has taken a long time for you to get to this point. But slow and steady wins the race, and I just get this better in time kind of message kind of coming to me. And just remember that just keep really open-minded, even though Aquarians generally are quite open-minded. Just remember that, you know, you are born free, and that you should always do what you love, rather than doing what you think you should do. Maybe just for the month of April anyway. The month of April is kind of bringing those energies in for you, and yeah, this would be change, because you've also got change, well, the two of coins at the bottom of the deck. In the Thoth deck, it's named change. So maybe this is a complete turnaround on how you kind of deal with relationships. This will come up a lot in a lot of the readings. Change, new perspectives. So I do believe, yeah, this is a time of change. You are on a new journey, I think, where maybe you're balancing out now, you know, the mind and the heart, you know, the wants and the needs. You know, you're balancing those things out by being more receptive, and looking within a bit more, and following your heart more, and focusing on happiness. Because happiness is coming to you. You've got the Knight of Cups crowning the reading. You've got the Two of Cups as the incoming energy. So it looks like these energies are coming to you, and the universe, your spirit guides, maybe are asking you to kind of really consider this change. You really take your time, if you need to, with the Knight of Discs, to really think about it and see how it will look in the future. Yes. But again, the Knight of Discs does go within. He looks within. He contemplates. So, yeah, see what your heart is saying. You've also got the Empress as in your hopes and fears. So it looks like you are looking for that ultimate nurturing experience. I think I'm speaking more to the singles here, but or so far I think I have been. But yeah, with the Empress, in your hopes and fears, you're hoping for more nurturing, maybe more stability, more love. You're looking for that ultimate feminine kind of, I don't want to say goddess, it's a bit dramatic, but you know, the epitome of femininity. You want someone possibly with those characteristics or that characteristic to come in. You are looking for nurturing. I think you're kind of maybe a bit tired of being so mental, and you really are now craving that nurturing, that love, and you're looking to expand yourself emotionally. Maybe you're just fearing that won't happen, but you're hoping for it. You're drawing it in, you're trying your best to kind of bring that in. And with the Empress card being a major arcana, I think it is really important for you to really look at that and to see just how badly you want it and why you want it and what it means to you and how you can make space for that in your life. And how you might need to like maybe not be so judgmental or so stuck in your kind of way you're thinking, or maybe even your preconditioning, kind of the way your programs, the way you think. Really look at your programs, I think, your internal kind of programming, and see how maybe that is blocking you from your intuition and using your gut to make decisions. For those of you that are in relationships, again, it looks like you guys may be possibly stuck in a rut of some sort, because maybe you've been putting a lot of your expectations, or maybe the expectations that each of you had on the relationship, has kind of left you guys in a bit of a bind, and you need to free yourselves up a little bit and use the power of your intuition. Maybe less thoughtful activities you'll need to do together, and more kind of creative activities you could do together to bring in that connection that is definitely coming in. You guys are obviously very close. There is a true connection here. And the Knight of Cups, it looks like the guy in this relationship is very much ready to, go in that direction. He's quite happy to use his intuition. He wants you possibly too. And he's looking for that in you. And yeah, it's just a case of maybe you yourself thinking about the expectations that you have in the relationship and how that could be hindering you both getting closer, or having that really nurturing bond. There's the Two of Coins here as well for the couples. So this will bring about change. You will find balance now. Balance is coming in, and I think the universe is asking you that if it's not naturally kind of just coming in, and it's maybe a bit more of an uphill struggle, for you to keep on keeping on, keep trying to find that balance, because balance is required here. The Prince of Swords is in the leaving position. So if you're maybe newly embarked on a relationship, maybe the Prince of Swords, a more kind of thoughtful kind of person, a more mentalist kind of person who acted quite rashly, maybe even immaturely, didn't think very much with his heart, is now leaving the situation, but I think the impression that he's left on you has probably made you very thoughtful, and maybe you've now become the master, in a sense, of your thoughts. And I think through becoming the master of your thoughts, it has brought you a lot of peace, and you're now quite focused on happiness and the new relationship that has now come in with the Knight of Cups. Just looking at the cards now to see if there's anything else that really I could add to this. And I think that's it. I do. But if you've got any questions about any of the cards that have been laid out, that you can see on the screen, please do leave a comment below. I'll be more than happy to discuss it with you. And we can see where we end up. Otherwise, I will see you in May with your May Love Tarot Scope. Sorry. Take care. Bye-bye.